Hello everyone, Nico Play Nick here, and today we're going to talk about the new update, Crusade, 15 Collapsed, and the new Chapter 16. Okay everyone, so we just got a recent big update. We got Crusade added, which is sort of like a guild dungeon mode. 10 Saints is going to be added, so it's not currently in the game. Well, it's added, so it's going to supposedly activate it on like reset. And also we have Chapter 15 Collapsed, and we have all of Chapter 16 that will be in the game, which is awesome because we officially now have the ability to get up all the way to level 300 with our units. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So here we go. So I already got my Gemmy here to 240. But if you were able to get your units all the way to 170, Chapter 15 Collapse allows you to get to... This is here, I'll do it right now actually in front of you guys. Let's get all the bread, because we need that bread. But if I just raid here 15... I'll get all this stuff, and then I'll be able to upgrade her and unlock 200, and then I just give her enough XP pots. Let me fill it up here. There you go, you have it, a level 200 unit. And then you would do the same on Chapter 16, as you can see, 16-18, to farm to unlock level 240. Now, if you want to get 300, it's actually possible. As you can see here, I actually almost have the ability to unlock my Gemmy at 300, but I don't have Chapter 17 yet. So the way to do this is go into the shop, exchange shop, and you'll have these medals here that appear after a certain level. I don't know what level it will be, but yeah, you'll get them. I'm assuming it's going to be above level 50. Actually, I don't need that. And then I usually refresh once and then get those, but you don't have to. Obviously, you could just get the free ones if you want, and those refresh. I think it refreshes for free twice in a cycle of a day, twice or 3 times if you're up at the time they get the 7-hour reset. So yeah, so that's where you get those medals, and then over time you'll be able to get these units to 300 before the contents even out. Now with the rate that they're releasing stuff, I'm sure they'll get the next chapter out by the time people are able to get the 300. So it'll be kind of like, it won't apply to a lot of people, but at least for a few people who maybe are pretty ahead, or the players that are watching this that are in Pan server, this might affect you. So that's the first big thing over here. You got dreams. Let's go check the difficulty. So if you haven't gotten yet up to this point, I'm going to show you the difficulty here. So if you haven't done 15 for last week, the difficulty spikes all the way to almost 200k CP, so keep that in mind. 16 will cap all the way up to, let's see, 240 CP. And if we look at collapsed, oh, that's 16. Let's do 15 first. On 15, it will cap all the way at 198, so 200k. And this one will be 300k on 16. So the content gets pretty hard. So keep that in mind. I was able to 3-star everything, but on my first pass of Chapter 16, I didn't 3-star everything on my first try. I had to go back, and there was one specifically that gave me a hard time. I think it was this one. This one gave me a hard time to 3-star in 120 seconds, just because of the way the mission works, and I'll show it to you. Enter fight. So I can clear the mission itself. It's not too much of an issue. It's more just the time that it takes to clear. So I found a trick to clear this one. If any of you guys are stuck, you're going to need Kasumi to start on this one if you want to 3-star it. If you don't care about 3-starring, then it doesn't matter. But in my case, I was trying to 3-star it. And like, Kasumi is really important. I'll show you what I did to get that 3-star if anybody cares. If you have a more aggro team, then you have a more aggro team, then you don't maybe need to worry as much. My team's pretty balanced. So my team is good with survivability, but it lacks like a little bit of all-out damage. So sometimes getting the 120 is a little hard. But I get, oh, screwed. Okay, I don't have it. But basically what you do is you play Kasumi here and take the shield, and then play Maki afterwards to hit the Yuffie. And you leave, if you have the Paladin leader, you leave it open. And you just do that. And I just let my leader get hit for a bit so they don't take the damage. So I'll put the Ana down next. We want to try and get as much damage off on the Yuffie before she summons the Angela. So maybe we'll be able to get another attack in here. Okay, summon the Angela now. I know this is really risky. What I'm doing is like really, really risky, but that's what I had to do to get it off. And usually I'd have a Miyuki early on. I try to get a Kasumi and a Miyuki early to get it done, but that's not always going to happen. So you kind of have to just do what you can. Okay, so they're all going to die. Oof, okay. Yeah, I lost my healer there. Oh, I did not lose my healer. Oh my, well, I mean, I will with the Yuffie, but... So, the big problem with this stage is the Angela that comes up. She's like abnormally tanky than an actual real life Angela you'd get on your team. And so you want to do as much damage before the Angela summons, so that when you do kill her, you can get it the 120 mark. Because once you reach under a minute, you've lost. You didn't get the 120. So like I say, I can win the stage, but getting the 120 seconds was a little rough, right? So obviously I don't hit the 120-second mark in this case, and I won't hit the 50 health. So I would actually do the 50 health on its own and the 120 separately, personally. That's what I would do to try and get it fast enough. Anyways, that's what I did. Obviously this one wasn't a perfect run. I had to reset for a Kasumi start, but that's what I did. I did them both individually and separately, and I let my Paladin tank most of the damage early, so my Kasumi could hit as many times as possible. So yeah, a lot of these stages, another stage that might be hard